So I did not go to the hearing, the January, I think it was January 8th, maybe, not sure when it was, early January, mid-January, when Katon swore out a false affidavit about me. Because if I had gone in there, say the judge was not corrupt, by not going in there and exposing and not saying, hey, she's stalking me on behalf of Weinberger and Epstein's partners in crime, when she showed up at that hearing with probably her military father and whoever else, that was a complete sham on the court. You mean, think about it. You file your relief from abuse request. A judge considers whether or not they're going to do an emergency TRR, which it took this judge almost 2 weeks, from December 22nd till like after New Year's, to decide to do that. That's what didn't make any sense to me. Why wait so long? And when that police served it with the assholes with the park ranger and whatever, when they gave me the no trespass, I told the police she ran a fraud on the court basically and lied, and she was stalking me and worked for Epstein's. He was mandated by law to go tell that judge. So I exposed his ass as being corrupt, as well as the park ranger and the social worker from the police department, who didn't identify herself as a cop. She just said, I'm a social worker. You work for the police, you're a cop, asshole. Did you go tell your chief what I said so he could notify the judge? No. So that means when Katon went in with whomever, and the judge went ahead and signed it and issued the restraining order, that proved right there that all of those cops were involved, including the social worker, McAfee. I'm sure the chief knew about it. I emailed him, so he can't say he didn't know. Did any of them notify the judge, as they were mandated to do, that a fraud was being ran on her court? No. Did any of the cops that I told about this, did any of them report it to the judge? Bet you they didn't. They're all going to have some explaining to do, and that goes for Essex PD too, and their chief. As soon as I reported this to all the chiefs and everybody else, somebody should have notified that judge, and they should have came and got me for another hearing. Nobody did it. And they've let this crap go on for 6 months now. So, and I will start calling 911, whether it's Autumn or Becky or Michael or Kinnear. Anybody in that little group, including the asshole who said she was friends with Sarah George, I'm going to start calling. I can call 911 on this phone without phone service. And I'm going to say I have a stalker who was impersonating part of a group of people working on behalf of former Mayor Weinberger, some local Vermont attorneys, and corrupt cops, including McAfee and social workers at BPD, who were impersonating progressive law enforcement, saying they worked for Sarah George's office, or they were connected to Bernie Sanders, or even claiming that they were sent by the new mayor to cover up sex crimes, their own sex crimes and sex crimes of their friends, like the asshole who works at City Hall, who knocked the phone out of my hand. And as soon as I make enough money, I'm going to take a couple of days off and get my statement written up and polished. I'm going to make sure it's not long. I'm just going to get direct to the point, very much like my post, and then sort it out in the courtroom for the judge. I'm not going to go into extensive detail. And I will get it filed this week if I can make more than $7 goddamn. Another reason why I didn't go into the court is I was battling freaking collapsing lungs like every other day. Sometimes both of them were trying to collapse.